Young and Restless exclusive, Colleen Zenk says the right reasons are fueling Jordan's vendetta against Nikki. Monday, November 27th, is going to be a can't-miss day on The Young and the Restless. That's when at last we will learn exactly why Jordan and Claire have such an axe to grind with Nikki. And although Colleen Zenk's antagonist may be going to extremes that seem indefensible, see what's next here, the iconic daytime vet suggests that her actions are altogether appropriate, at least in her character's mind. Perspective is everything. Having played mercurial Barbara Ryan on As the World Turns from 1978 to 2010, the soap vet knows all about how people can justify their misdeeds and even recategorize them as honorable. Barbara did horrible things to other people, but she had a lot of horrible things done to her, too, she points out. She ran the gamut. Having the opportunity to work here with a new family but with a lot of writers who knew me before, I feel like they really get me in what I can offer to the role of Jordan, she adds. But you have to find the humanity when you're playing a bad guy. You have to play that you truly believe what you're doing is for the right reasons. It's for the good, even though it's something horrible. The best of enemies. Despite the fact that Jordan is putting Nikki through the metaphorical ringer, Zenk and on-screen nemesis Melody Thomas Scott have become fast friends. The amazing thing is that Mel and I have never had a conversation before I arrived here, says Zenk. We've been in the same room before, been to events at the same time before, but we'd never actually had a conversation. The minute I met her, she was so welcoming. She threw her arms around me, and we just got on immediately, she continues. One of the first days in the makeup room, we sat and compared Barbara Ryan to Nikki Newman and talked about all the different horrible deeds we'd done over the years and how many problems we'd had and how many husbands we'd each had. We laughed so hard over that, two of a kind. Beyond that, Zenk discovered that she and Scott have a lot in common. We have found a really lovely rhythm in working together. We have the same kind of work ethic, which I'd been told before I got here. That's a bonus, she adds, because a lot of times, when you are working with someone for the first time, they can have a different style, and it takes a while to find one another's rhythm, the method to their process. It can be difficult, honestly. But we were on the same page from day one. Smooth sailing. If only Nikki could say the same of her experience with Jordan. Check out the brand new photo gallery below to see where the villainess ranks on our countdown of Young and Restless all-time best psychos. What happened to Ryan on The Young and the Restless? Fate of the character explored. With the return of Cole Howard after decades back in The Young and the Restless, it is time to revisit the period of his past along with his significant adversary, Ryan McNeil. While Ryan died years ago, he played an important role in Victoria's life alongside Cole. However, unlike Cole, who returned after a long estrangement, Ryan will never come back into the show. The Young and the Restless has been successfully running for almost 5 decades and has seen the arrival and exit of various characters in the story throughout these years. The show, set in the fictional Genoa City, follows the families of the Brooks, Fosters, Newmans, Winters and Baldwin Fishers. There are various other characters that revolve around the main family lines. The series is airing on CBS for its 2023-24 run. Ryan McNeil, a fictional character from The Young and the Restless, was a vital part of the plot in the 1990s. Portrayed by Scott Reeves, Ryan was a businessman aiming to climb to the top of the success ladder. He joined the show in 1991 and came into focus due to his involvement with the Newman successor, Victoria. Initially criticized for the age gap between the two, the audience quickly caught up with Ryan and Victoria's romance. However, Ryan became involved in other relationships with Nina Webster, played by Trisha Cast, and Tricia Dennison, played by Sabrin Jennett. Reeves described his character as an ambitious go-getter who would not hesitate to use someone to achieve his goals. However, after a decade of presence in The Young and the Restless, the character met a tragic end that served as a form of redemption. He died while trying to save Victoria Newman from the gunshots fired at her by Tricia. According to the storyline, Victoria and Ryan had met each other in the Newman Enterprises when Ryan was 19 and Victoria was 15. They fell for each other at that young age and eloped to marry, much to the disapproval of the company's head and Victoria's father, Victor Newman. However, Victoria refused to consummate the marriage due to fear of intimacy. Feeling frustrated with his marriage, Ryan became involved with Nina Webster, leading to Victoria divorcing him. A divorced Ryan moved in with Nina and her son Philip Chancellor IV. However, their relationship dwindled as Nina became interested in Cole Howard, had a breakdown when Cole rejected her, and tried to shoot herself. Unfortunately, Ryan, who was present in the struggle with Nina, was arrested but later declared innocent. Ryan proceeded to have his third romantic involvement with Trisha Dennison and married her. Trisha, who was jealous of Ryan's relationship with Philip, tried to have a baby but had a miscarriage followed by a divorce. The plot of The Young and the Restless showed a mentally unstable Trisha running down Tony Viscardi, who was in a relationship with her sister Megan. Following this incident, Trisha and the Dennison family relocated to London. However, 6 months later, she returns to ask Ryan to take her back. With a steady relationship with Victoria and an upcoming marriage, Ryan refused Trisha. While he averted her attempted suicide, Victor took her into his household to keep her away from Victoria and Ryan. However, Trisha took Victoria's place at the altar after locking Victoria in a closet. She pointed a gun at Ryan, trying to force him to marry her. Victoria, freed by Victor, entered the chapel, and Trisha fired at her. Ryan jumped in front of Victoria to take the bullets himself and died of the wounds from the gunshot. Ryan was very much married to Nina after being divorced by Victoria. While he had married Nina out of obligation, he eventually started to like her and her son. Though he wanted the marriage to work, Nina went after a reluctant Cole Howard, only to be rejected. Her breakdown after Cole's rejections pushed Ryan towards a more disastrous relationship with Trisha. He tried to stop Nina from committing suicide and got arrested for the shot she fired on herself. However, after the truth about Nina trying to commit suicide and Ryan trying to stop her came to light, he was acquitted. However, by that time, the relationship had crumbled, and Ryan and Nina divorced, as per the plot of The Young and the Restless. Who played Ryan on The Young and the Restless? Ryan McNeil was successfully played by actor Scott Reeves. Despite being young when he joined the cast of The Young and the Restless, Reeves received nominations and awards in the Daytime Emmy Awards and Soap Opera Digest Awards. A family man himself, Reeves claimed to struggle to portray the caddish character of Ryan McNeil. Acclaimed both by viewers and peers, Reeves left The Young and the Restless after his character died. While it was a storyline-dictated exit, Reeves claimed planning to pursue other projects. The actor was seen on various other shows and projects such as Nashville, General Hospital, Finding Carter, GCB, The Resident and many more. The Scoop, The Young and the Restless previews, teasers, and spoilers for the week of November 27, 2023. A sneak peek at some of the action that will take place on YNR during the week of November 27, 2023. Be sure to tune into YNR every weekday to see how everything plays out. Victor demands answers about Nikki's whereabouts. Nikki receives a painful reminder about her past. Jordan and Claire's motives are finally revealed. Victor leads the Newmans into battle. Nikki fights for her life against Jordan. Jack keeps Billy in line. Diane interferes in Kyle's love live. Abby questions Ashley about her feelings for Tucker. Sharon helps Chance make an important decision. Ashley tries to keep the peace. Audra questions Kyle's loyalty. Down the road, November preview. The Newmans are conflicted about how best to handle Victor and his repeated schemes and tests of loyalty. Meanwhile, Victor puts his foot down and warns anyone who might dare to work against him that there will be consequences. Tucker's plan for revenge against the Abbotts backfires terribly and creates some unusual bedfellows. Kyle, Devon, and Abby all find themselves caught in the crossfire of the Tucker versus Abbott melee. Claire insinuates herself into Nikki's personal and professional life. Kyle will be caught in the crossfire while trying to balance family loyalty and his affair with Audra. Jill is determined to expose Mamie. Nick will struggle with his feelings for Sally, and Sally's feelings for Adam. Lauren demands to know what happened during Michael and Gloria's time in Singapore. It's déjà vu all over again as Christine and Phyllis both have their romantic sights set on Danny. Sharon and Summer examine their feelings for Chance. Mariah and Tessa's relationship grows even stronger as they work to get the best medical care for Arya. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more update news.